which is that's what the problem was as well.
Right.
And so I'm seeing like so much water, and I'm literally focusing on it and cleansing it, and like taking the energy out and visualizing things. And so I call back in 10 minutes and I go, or 15 minutes, how's he going? And she said, oh my God, there is a massive improvement. I don't know what just happened. So I go to her, look.
So you did the clearing on him
Yeah.
long distance. Okay.
Yeah. So I go to her, look, I'm going to give you a self-healing process that you are going to use for your son. And you're going to do it 3 times in the next hour, and then you're going to call me. And I want you to get your husband to do it if he's open to it, because you have nothing to lose.
Right.
And so she agreed to do it. I gave it to her, you know, so she wrote it down. And within, she calls me back in an hour, and he's pretty much fine.
Wow.
And it's like a miracle. The next day he goes home.
Wow.
And he was literally, they were losing him, you know, it was incredible.
Is this possible to save anyone who is in that kind of position?
I think that it's always so challenging, you know, because to say yes or no to this question, because it also depends on their karma and their soul's journey and where they need to go.
Can't we change our karma?
I think we can change karma, but you know, let's say a person is in their 90s and it is their time to go, because for them they've had enough, you know, and their soul
Where are
wants
they
to leave.
going?
They're going to no. This is a really great question. This
yeah.
is something I've explored a lot. It's one
Tell
of my
me
favorite
where you
subjects.
think they're going. Yes, because I have my ideas.
Okay, well, I believe there is spirit world, you know, and you know, from my exploration, and I don't believe anything I read it until I actually tune in and really experience it. So I believe that there is a spirit world, you know, and this is not the astral, you know, of what people think. It's beyond that. You know, astral is just...
It's where the spirit actually lives, the pure spirit.
That's right. And so this is where, you know, it's quite an amazing place, you know, where spirits, they teach, they learn, they work, they do all sorts of things there. You know, we have different groups. We have soul groups, and, you know, we have our, you know, family, which is small kind of, and then we have you know, like soulmates,
so
which
we
is bigger.
go back to that spirit world.
Yeah.
But what would be the reason for coming in the first place? If we can learn and grow in that spirit world, what's the purpose of the body?
I think that in the spirit world, you have this incredible wisdom, and you have access to that divinity and soulfulness, you know. And so certain lessons are more difficult to learn there. We need to be in the body. We need to kind of forget, you know, and we need to be in us.
We need to forget to be immersed in the matter in order to
really grow on a different level, you know, because this is, I think, the most challenging place.
It's also the most fun, probably.
Yeah, well, you know, you can do things here that
you can't do in the spirit world. So
you can have fun in a different way.
Yeah, that's why we're in the flesh.
You can touch, whereas, you know, in the spirit, you can't have the same physical sensations.
So that's what I'm saying. But there is a tradition, I think we talked about this on the radio show, where you can then actualize or take the body with you. When you own the wisdom of the body, then some traditions, the Tibetans, they call it, you build the rainbow body. In Chinese, you create the light body. I think we incarnate to have the experiences, and when we've owned the human experience, we can roll it all up. I mean, it takes a lot of work, of course, and it takes, you know, lifetimes, but we've been doing this for lifetimes as well. So
when you say that, I'm just...
tell me.
Do you mean like take the body...
into light?
Like physically
ignite.
And be here for like thousands of years?
Or not, or anywhere we want, because we've
But that particular body, that particular...
Yeah, the body itself is a manifestation of spirit, so by owning that potential, we actualize the spirit in us. This is the traditions of the light body, where we take this body,
the physical one,
and we transmute that. That's what the ascension process. I mean, it's idealistic. Yes, it's in the fantasy, but I think people have done that. I think masters have done that.
Okay, because, you know, I mean, there's a Russian author, because my background is Russian, as you know, that I read, and he was talking about his exploration in India, you know, and some of the masters who do transcend and can come in and out of bodies, you know, and like they leave their bodies, like they can leave their bodies for like a long time and then come back. And I thought it was
Yes.
fascinating.
It takes a master, of course, to do this, but I think that's one of the reasons we're here, is to be a master of all that, Of course, in India, they say the body's just a garbage can. When it's finished, you throw it away.
So there's all sorts of ideas.
But I don't think so. I think the body is a sacred vessel.
I agree with you. I think that we've been giving it for a reason, and it has so much wisdom. And so my work is about getting people to have access to this incredible wisdom and explore it and discover it, and find out for themselves. So it's like we can give them some insight and some...
Well, you're just so up and bubbly, and I mean, you inspire people just with your enthusiasm, and you've put that into the book now. And so, what do you want people to really learn, like just in this brief time together? Because that's why I do this program, so people can learn, so I can learn. I mean, of course you want them to buy the book, but what would you really, like, how can people start to empower themselves? I mean, you could talk to those people and tell them.
I think the way is really to start from your body. It's to start by connecting with your body. And so what I teach is to place your hands on whichever part of your body you are experiencing tension or pain in, or some sort of an emotion. And by putting your hands there and breathing slowly and deeply and closing your eyes and feeling it and really going inside to discover what is going on, what is this life that is inside of you, and then asking questions and saying what is really happening, So it's like you start exploring, you start going, as you're breathing, you're connecting and you're going, okay, like sort of like I was doing with you.
Yeah.
But okay, if there was a thought pattern that I was holding, what would it be? If there was an emotion, what would it be? Where does it come from? So I really want people to become explorers, and the book is like a guide, right? So that whenever you feel like you need help, you open it up and you open up on any part of your body, right? And so what I've done is I've done this massive research and, with people, working with them for years and years, and understanding the body as well, and going, what is the function of it? And so I give people this information about what could be stored there, so that as they're reading it, their body should be reacting. It should be going like, I relate to this. Oh my God, this is me. This is what's happening to me. I can't believe that I haven't been conscious of it. So it's about bringing it to consciousness.
It's so when we're conscious of all the stuff that goes on, we can stay in vibrant health. Is that
because then we have choice. And we can change it and we can transcend it and transform it. Otherwise, we're numb and we have no idea.
So that's the key then to this work, is how do we stay conscious even when we might have emotionally difficult situations?
Exactly. And then what I try to do in the book is to give people a way to work through their emotions, a way to...
How?
By connecting, by feeling, by using their bodies, using music, so...
music
yes.
And breath.
So like with an emotion, for example, let's say I feel an emotion, like, give me an emotion.
Well, sadness.
Okay, sadness.
Yes.
So I feel sadness and I go, where in my body am I feeling sadness? And I start going, I think it's in my chest, right? So I'll put my hands on my chest, right? And I'll start breathing into it, and then I'll go, you know what, I'm going to put some music on that really awakens that, because, music and songs can get into your cells. And so as I'm listening to it, I'm allowing that to come out, and then I start moving my body in a way that is just the way my body wants to be moved, that is so soft and flowing. And then I go, as I'm starting to feel it, I literally start to take that energy out of my body, because I felt it and I've gone to that point, and now I can let go. And so I take it out and I visualize a fire in front of myself, like a purple flame.
It's using the power of your mind to heal itself.
And then I'll say something like, divine healing intelligence, please help me. So I'm asking for that higher help. please help me release and clear this sadness, from the cells, from, from my energy field, from my, emotional body, from my physical body, and then I'll use colors because I know colors are so powerful. So orange is one of the best colors for clearing traumas and sadness. And so I'll use that color to cleanse it,
So the body is sort of a guide to our spiritual evolution. When we feel
Definitely.
stuff, the other side of this is that some people would say that people would blame themselves for an illness. So, there's the other side of taking responsibility as opposed to blame. How would you answer those people? I don't necessarily believe that, but other people have said that about
I
this
know
kind
what
of.
you mean.
So
I actually write this in the book, and I say, when I talk about responsibility, this is nothing to do with blame. This is about awareness and recognition, because you did what you could at that time.
Right.
So we can't go back to that time in
action, but in our minds we can.
We can, and we can go back there, like we did just with your
Yeah,
past life.
yeah.
We can go back there, and we can go, you know what, you knew this was the best that you knew, but the body still holds on to that memory. So what we're going to do is we're going to change that memory, right? And so once we see the memory of what happened.
Right.
Let's say there was a really traumatic event. Like I just met a woman and she was talking about her son who had been beaten up, and he stopped wanting to live, to be alive, and to participate in life. So I said to her, the way you would do it is you would go to that event, when he was beaten up, and you would surround him with a bubble of like pink and blue light, and then you would ask for like angelic beings, or guides to be around him as well, so that even though those people are going to try and beat him up, it's not going to touch him, so that this is a completely different memory.
And did that change his attitudes?
I don't know with him in particular, because this was a couple of days ago.
Yes.
But I have seen this happen so many times where it has changed people, like dramatically. It's almost like the cells in the body let go of that trauma.
Wow. This is so, it's great, because I think you give people hope. In a way, there's nothing incurable with this technique.
That's right. And, because you can heal anything, sometimes even if people die, they can still heal.
Right, because the spirit is eternal.
And the other thing that I love is I love kind of reflexology, and I love, acupuncture. I know you do that. It's like my favorite thing. And I love acupressure, and I love, kind of just using your hands and your ears and your, face to heal.
Using everything, because the body's, each part is a microcosm of the whole. Thank you, Ina.
Thank you so much. It's so much fun.
Yeah, we'll do more. The secret language of your body, Ina Siegel, and your website, inasiegel.com. Well, you're having fun, aren't you?
I am. I'm having a great time.
Yeah. Thanks for watching. This is Alan Steinfeld for New Realities. If you want to reach me, email me at newrealities@earthlink.net, and check my website, newrealities.com. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.
It was quick, wasn't it?
I know, it just goes
That was
by.
good.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah, no, there's so much. I wanted you to do a little meditation to the. You want to do it? You could do a little bit of a meditation. It's 2:47. Oh, I actually have to leave soon. Can you do like a 2-minute meditation?
Yeah, I can do 2 minutes.
Just look in this camera. We'll just do a 2-minute one.
It doesn't. When she looks into the camera, it looks kind of awkward. So.
Does it?
It does.
Turn your chair back.
No, it does, but I think it looks okay looking.
Like, see, can you?
It looks okay.
Okay.
It's okay for this purpose.
Okay.
Good. So good.
Do you want to lead into it?
No. Okay. Lead into it.